Oh, you guys, so last week I took some mushrooms and went to the museum by myself and got some new theories on COVID I'm going to share with you. Very unresearched. Yeah, I think we need to stop digging up mummies for a little while. I couldn't hurt. Thank you. No one knows where it came from. Like, was it a lab? Was it a bat? I'm like, the mummy's whole thing was like curses and plagues. They didn't want to be dug up, and we've been digging them up for a while. A lot of them. I mean, dude, there's been British and American guys over there just digging up pharaohs for like 100 years. Can you imagine if a bunch of dudes from Egypt came over here and just dug up Benjamin Franklin? Check it out, it's like one of their best guys. Yeah, we found him. Right in the ground. We'll bring him back on a boat. Dude, there's 23 mummies in the Field Museum in Chicago. That's too many mummies. That's too many old-ass dead dudes from Egypt just chilling on the lake in Chicago. I thought there was one. I've lived in Chicago my whole life. I looked it up. There's 23. None of them are cool. The main one that they've been having like on display forever, they're like, check out our fucking mummy. That one is a pharaoh's son. So, snooze. It's like the Eric Trump of mummies. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Pass. And the other 22 are just fucking some guy. They don't even know. They were just digging up bus drivers and HVAC dudes back then, just throwing them on boats. So yeah, maybe we deserve a plague from 2,000 years ago. 4,000, 5,000, when was Egypt hot? 4,000 years ago? I don't know. Wow. Can you imagine being born in like 4 AD and your whole life? Everyone's just like, oh, you just missed Jesus. Shoot. He's just here. Yeah, he died. What happened? Was he sick? No, he wasn't sick. I mean, he was fucking gnarly, but wasn't sick. How'd he die? Oh, like a whole town publicly beat him almost to death, and they hammered him to a log and stabbed him with a sword. Oh shit, so he was like a bad guy, huh? No, he was like the #1 dude the world has ever had. Yeah, welcome to Earth. None of this shit makes sense. Go dig a hole and drink water out of it. Yeah, that's how we get water. It sucks down. Yeah, this whole pandemic, I was just looking for silver linings anywhere I could find them. Like, you know, we cooked a lot at home. My girlfriend, like most girlfriends, loves Trader Joe's, so we go there a lot. Yeah, Trader Joe's is dope, dude. My favorite part about Trader Joe's is going to another grocery store afterwards to finish getting all the shit you need. Number one part of Trader Joe's. Yeah, anyway, like another big one for me was like I didn't get on a plane for like a year and change, which kicked ass. I don't really fly a lot. I hate flying. Like I'm not afraid to fly. I just hate being uncomfortable for 4 hours around 300 people that are also having a bad time. Like no one's. When I'm hungover on a plane and there's turbulence, I'm just like, I'm ready. Take her down. I don't give a shit, dude. Here's what I don't tell you. A plane crash is a free suicide. No one's mad at you. No one's like, that was very selfish of him to die in that plane crash. Yeah, flying sucks, dude. No one's cool. No one's stoked. No one's like, the airport, yes. No one. Everyone's a grumpy dick. No one respects boundaries. I think it's the worst version of all of us. And here's an example I came up with that I think well illustrates how air travel makes us all temporarily the worst version of ourselves. Say we're all on a flight right now. Packed ass plane, on the runway, next in line to take off. And some super old guy in the plane, like 100 years old, dies. And we have to go back to the gate. All of us would be pissed, dude. All of us. So steamed about this poor old dead man. Like never else in your life would be like, a guy died? Fuck that guy! On the plane? 200%, for sure. Even the most compassionate, empathetic person on that plane would be like, oh my God, somebody died. What happened? He was 101? Where the fuck was he flying to? I don't even let him on the plane. Is he gonna parachute into a cemetery on the way to... Okay, sure. He could have died at home this morning or in the Uber on the way to the airport. He had to die on the runway. Yep, that guy's an old piece of shit. Okay. I hope his kids have to deal with some red tape to get this corpse out of here. Now, okay, whoever's sitting close to the dead guy, all right, like whoever's sitting right next to the dead guy and rang their call button to be like, hey, I think this guy's dead. I'm gonna fight him. He's like, he is dead. We gotta go back to the gate. Everyone in earshot of that would be like, hey, way to go, dude. You fucking showed? Are you serious? You gonna pretend like he was sleeping till we got to O'Hare? You had to ring your shit? Cool, man. Half this plane is connecting flights to see their alive families. Did you think about that? Of course you didn't, because you're selfish, dude. Grow up. Sit next to a dead guy for 3 hours. He's not gonna do anything. Boost! He's not gonna fuck with you, dude. He's dead. He's dead. We're good. No one dies and then their ghost stays on their flight. Like, that guy's gone, man. Fuck. Don't point at him. He died silently like a man. This is your fault. You ran your shit, dude. Are you gonna ask the pilot if there's any homework, you fucking dork? Yeah. You're a dork, dude. Carry this dead guy out of here. Man, I smoke a lot of weed, which I feel like you guys already knew. Like us. Oh, ponytail orphan Annie over here? Sure. Yeah, we know that guy gets stoned. Sometimes I'll like get too stoned before I leave my house and I'll be in public and be like, what have I done? Creeping people out. A couple weeks ago, I took an edible and I was walking to 7-Eleven to get, a little treat, a little snack. And on the way there, I was like, I think I'm too stoned for 7-Eleven. I was like, you fucking idiot. There's no such thing as too stoned for 7-Eleven. That's the whole point of that place. And I walked in all weird and I like held the door long like there was someone behind me, but no one was behind me. And I was like, okay. And the guy was looking at me and I panicked and I just go, good evening. Which, is how fucking Dracula talks. And it was like 2 p.m., so this guy is already creeped out. Got out of my place. I was popping in just to grab a quick Lunchable, because I like them. I do. Not every day, it's crazy. Special treats, special occasions, This is one such occasion. I was checking out the old school ones, the yellow ones. They got hula hoops and skateboards for Lunchables. You guys fucking know Lunchables. And I was checking out the guys like, you want to try one of these instead? And it was like one of those adult packaged Lunchables. I'm sure you've seen it. It's like the same garbage food, but with like a brown artisanal packaging. Like the whole thing just came out of a wood-fired hearth. Like, trick adults. You'd be like, oh my god, is this like a charcuterie to go? Or is this like a farm to table? Are we in France? What a delight. And no, it's still just bologna and Triscuits, and you're still a hillbilly even if you buy the fancy one, I also buy the old shitty ones. They're like less healthy than fast food, which I understand. I still do it, but Oscar Mayer's like, hey, come on, y'all. It's lunch meat. It's not. That's not what lunch meat is. That is a sweaty log of congealed turkey paste that they cut into medallions of slime. And right when you start to get creeped out about the slime, you're like, wait a minute, Surf's Up, dude. Is that a fucking Capri Sun right there? Okay. Who cares about turkey slime? I'm too busy California dreaming over here. Radical metallic juice pouch. Dude, I feel like Lunchables look like what a German kidnapper thinks American children like. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, hello, child. Yes, hello. Let's come over to the automobile. I've got a very cool, very hip American treat snack for you. Yes, you can tell it's very cool from the package on the outside, yes? Yes, right here, the picture of a Tyrannosaurus Rex rollerblading. That is very cool, okay. He's wearing sunglasses with a basketball. That's very cool. like a sporting dragon. No, it's very cool. Yes, and over here, the picture of a small boy playing karate. That is very cool. Especially if you're a karate player. No, it's a young, sweaty fighting boy. It's nice for me, a German pervert. And then over here, very top, hip, excellent American, #1 cool. It's a rock and roll guitar, Jimi Hendrix guitar. Very cool, yeah! Inside, we have a good snack for all the small boys you know. We've got a pile of very, very wet ham, okay? Extra wet for you boys, yes? Got a stack of crunchy biscuits, yes? Okay? So you put a piece of wet ham on a crumbly biscuit with a piece of cheese. Pass this around there, boys. And in the corner for the #1 sweetest, most special boy. Perhaps a small candy treat, no? A little piece of chocolate or a small bag of Skittles, yes? Get in the Volkswagen, boy, here we go. Thanks, guys.